Hey guys, John here, and today we're talking Bosch 12V power tools. I've been using the Bosch 12V tools for quite a while now. I've got a good old selection. I've got some drills, I've got some technical tools, I've got a jigsaw, and one of my favourite bits of kit is this heated jacket. It takes the standard 12V batteries, which look like this, and it's also very easy to operate. There's one little button here. Click that, hold that down, goes red, it's glowing, and I know the heat is kicking in. So in this video, I'm going to be boiling it down from all of the tools I've used in the Bosch 12V range to my favourite 5. And some of these I don't think you'll expect. They're not all power tools, it's a good mix, but the one thing that connects them all is to use 12V batteries. So I won't just be showing you them, I'll be giving them a test as well, demonstrating them and showing you why I think they are top picks and hidden gems really in the Bosch 12V range. But why Bosch and why now? Well, I've got a secret project in the works that includes Bosch 12V tools, and I'll be showing you that at the end. All of these tools are my own, except for a couple to be fair, because they're part of the secret project, but you'll hear more about that later. But they are all my own. This video isn't sponsored by Bosch, but I'll tell you it is sponsored by Metmo. And they've sent me their brand new fractal vise. Most things you want to clamp in a vise aren't perfectly square, they're not perfectly parallel, and that is where a fractal vise comes in. This is a multi-part jaw that can clamp down on all sorts of weird shapes. Whatever weird shape you throw at it, this thing will clamp on it without marking it and damaging it, which is pretty amazing. But you can switch out these for brass or nylon jaws, depending what you're trying to clamp. It's precision engineered. Metmo sent me their desk clamp, which is perfect, because whatever setup you're working with, you can easily attach this, clamp it to the desk. I've also got the quick release adapter. So the quick release adapter essentially means you can have this loose on a worktop, then you can attach it to the desk mount. This desk mount has a ball joint which gives you a huge amount of movement. So whatever you're clamping, I thought a nice example was a little figure, a little painted figure. This is the kind of thing that's got a round base. You want to clamp it in a position where you can see it, you can work with it. But it's pretty perfect because you can clamp on that base really tightly, but also then you can move the vise head into a huge amount of positions to get it in the perfect spot for you. They also have an adapter plate which allows you to fix 2 of these in line with each other to then basically lock in longer items. It's aircraft grade aluminium with a black anodized finish, stainless steel jaws, 82mm clamping zone, designed with a high clamping force in mind. The thread is specifically designed to get as much torque as possible into the clamping faces, driving over 3,000 Newton meters of torque at a maximum of around 300 kilograms. There's a variety of accessories: nylon soft jaws for the fractal vise, hard clamping force with softer surfaces, ideal for soft metals. So if you're interested in this, it's not actually been released yet, but you can pre-order one. So I'll put a link down in the description where you can head over and pre-order your very own fractal vise from Metmo. But with that being said, let's get into my top 5 Bosch tools, starting with number 5. So we're starting strong and a bit pricey too. This is the Bosch 12V wall scanner. You could call it a stud detector, but this is a lot more than a stud detector. I've selected drywall, so I'll give you a quick demonstration. Firstly, a nice big screen, lights up, it's a lot easier to work with, and straight away we're going back and 2 on the wall, and it's creating an image of the wall. It's not just flashing up red exactly where the stud is, and I know that's where the stud is because I can see the screws. But as we go, it maps out the wall and it's showing me there's nothing there. It's nice and clear. And this has got 200mm depth, and it'll tell me it's detected a stud there. It's showing me, it's putting on the picture. If I go back here, it can already see there's a stud coming up, which is amazing. I can go all the way across, it's picking up another stud, and it's mapping out the wall for me to make it super easy to work with, to plan. It'll show me water pipes that are empty and full, and it can also show me cables, metal, non-ferrous and ferrous. And it doesn't just do drywall, it can do masonry, it can do concrete, it can do a whole variety of substrates. It's also showing me there that it's picking up a live cable and it's mapping it onto the wall. I also quite like the fact this thing runs on wheels rather than having, like some of these will have like soft Velcro on the back or some sort of soft sponge, but having the wheels on it allows you to move across the wall nice and smoothly without marking the wall. Just helps it glide across the wall even smoother. And it has 3 handy markers so you can mark on the wall exactly where the detected item is. It also comes with a USB-C port, so pretty standard now, everything's got USB-C, and a micro SD card slot for extra storage. So this offers a lot more than your standard stud detector. Pretty cool bit of kit, and that is why it's number 5. Let me show you number 4. Number 4 on the list is another expensive bit of kit, to be fair, but it is very, very cool, and it is part of the secret project coming up at the end of the video. This is the Bosch thermal imaging camera GTC 400C, and it is a snazzy bit of kit, this, but it's going to set you back around about 900 quid. So pricey bit of gear, but let me show you why it's cool. So this thing is a very quick and visual means of detecting high temperatures or low temperatures. So you're looking for hot spots, cold spots. Why would you be doing that? Well, there's loads of different applications this can be useful for. Let's say you're trying to diagnose a fault on an underfloor heating system. They had a great example of that in the demonstration video, in Bosch's product video of this. You're pointing it at the floor and you can see immediately where the circuit's broken or where you're losing heat. Also, if you're trying to insulate a home and you're trying to work out where the cold air is, where needs more insulation, this is a quick and easy way of finding cold spots or hot spots straight away. Another great application is if you're looking in an electrical panel and you're trying to see which machines are drawing all the power and causing you problems, you can quickly scan all of the circuit breakers and you'll see any that are screaming with heat. You can also routinely go through a panel. This thing will take a photo, not just of the thermal image, but also a photo of the actual cabinet itself, a side-by-side real image and thermal image. If you do that on a routinely basis, let's say you do it every week or every couple of weeks, you can then compare the images and see which one is drawing more and more power. If you've got any faults that are creeping up on you. I don't have a big power panel in this workshop to check, or any underfloor heating in here, but something I do have which kicks out a lot of heat and it's worth a check is the kettle. So a nifty bit of kit, very, very helpful fault diagnosis tool. And another little feature that I thought was quite cool is it takes the normal 12-volt batteries, but it actually comes with this little adapter, which is the same size as a 12-volt battery, but it actually holds inside it 4 AA batteries. So that's pretty cool. It gives you more options. If you've got none of these charged up, 4 fresh AA batteries in there, and you're ready to go. So pretty cool little thing. Now my first thought was, can that run the jacket? But actually this isn't compatible with the power tools and stuff. It's got a slight different mold to the insert here, but all the normal batteries fit inside of these tools. This little adapter is purely for the kind of diagnostic electronic equipment. But an amazing bit of kit and very, very handy, and it'll be featured very heavily in the secret project. And talking of that, part of the big project is the L-Box Contractor. Now this is the brand new box from Bosch and Sortimo. It's the Contractor, and then this is the top toolbox. And if you want to know more about the L-Box Contractor, I did a full review over on my second channel, What Toolbox. That is a channel dedicated to toolbox reviews, the latest news. So that gives you 2 channels to choose. Bit of poetry there for you. But it's a very cool system and it's got some very interesting features. And as you'd expect, we do make shadow foam inserts for all of the Contractor boxes, including this, which is their top toolbox. We have them in 30mm and 50mm and in 9 different colours. And you get them from shadowfoam.com. And in this box, I'm going to need 2 50mm, and I will be gluing them together and organising some of these tools, including the heat sensing camera. So I'll put that there, and as I show you some of the others, I'll be putting them on the insert. But we've still got a few to go, so that's number 4. Let me show you number 3. So number 3 on the list is something a little bit more affordable, and that is the Bosch Pro cordless grinder. And this thing is very, very handy. Obviously it takes much smaller discs, 3-inch disc this, 76mm, but just to compare it to my full-size grinder, this is the DeWalt grinder I've been using for a while now, 18 volt. This thing isn't just a compact version of a normal grinder. This is a third of the size, very, very small, really great for tight spots. Brushless, loads of power. And you can pick this up for around 100 quid. So it's a much more affordable option to add to your toolkit, especially if you've got the jacket and you've got a couple of batteries already. This thing is, I found to be a real winner. And obviously, just like any grinder, you can get all sorts of discs. It comes with a couple of discs, but you can get tile cutting discs, ceramic discs, masonry discs, diamond discs, or what I've got here, which is like a metal cutting disc. So there's loads of different options. And as you can see, it makes light work of metal grinding edges. And as you'd expect, you can put other discs on this, and then you can cut other stuff like bricks and tiles. And that is why I think that is a great bit of kit. So that's number 3. Let me show you number 2. Number 2 on the list is the Bosch inspection camera. This is a snazzy bit of kit, and actually I thought this would have been more expensive than these two, but this is the cheaper out of the 3 digital testers. This is 300 quid. You can pick it up sometimes 280, 290 online. It's got a 1.5 meter long inspection camera with an LED light on the ends, and it's got a massive screen on it. Look at that. Obviously it takes the same 12-volt batteries, which is what connects all these tools together. So the same battery as my jacket goes in this. This can take the AA battery adapter as well, which is pretty cool. So if you do run out of power, you can run this on AA batteries. But as you can see, I'll shoot it at the camera there. You've got a pretty clear picture there. Something that's quite cool is it's got an auto up built in, because obviously this camera can rotate in a drain or in a cupboard 360 degrees, and you're going to lose all sense of orientation. You can put on auto up. I'll click that on now, and essentially as I turn the camera point it at Matt, it'll always keep it facing up, even though it's going to change the frame. If it didn't have it, you might not notice, but a very cool feature. And as you can see from the clips I've just had on screen, you can record directly onto an SD card. So if you're trying to check a drain and you can see the blockage, you can download that clip, send it in an email, put it into an inspection report. So a very cool piece of kit. And there are some fantastic examples online of people using this device in the dark, in hard to reach places. You can also see on the screen that he set the camera to stay upright. Very cool little feature that. And not too bad of an investment really. £280 and you can add that to your existing toolkit with a 12-volt battery. I think that can, again, be a great bit of diagnostic kit. So another little banger from Bosch, and that is number 2. Let me show you my number 1 pick. So my number 1 pick from the Bosch 12-volt lineup has got to be their GSR Combi drill. This thing is pretty special. I've had one of these for a long time, and you can pick this up usually for around about £180 with a battery. And I will put links to these down in the description, so it'll make it a bit easier if you want one. It's such a great complement to your toolkit. If you've got a normal impact gun, a normal Combi drill, you know how big and bulky they are. Well, this thing isn't just a lot smaller and works in much tighter spaces, but you get a bunch of attachments, and I'll talk you through them. So right now, I've got the Combi drill chuck, the traditional chuck attached, but it's really quick and easy to just twist that, remove it, and the first thing you can add is a right angle attachment. So that just clicks on in the same way. We now have the chuck going on at a 90 degree, and I can attach that in a couple of different ways. So I can have it going to the left, I can have it going to the right, and it attaches nice and simply like that. We then have 2 impact attachments. We have the classic straight attachment, so this goes on there, gives you a 1/4-inch bit holder, so it works really great as a screwdriver, much shorter. But you also get the offset 1/4-inch bit holder, which this is just perfect for working inside kitchen cabinets, tight spaces where you don't really want the screw to go off in an angle. You want the screw to go in straight. So with a normal drill, you can get a long screwdriver bit, or you can get a bit adapter, but you're going on an angle. Get right up against the side of a cabinet and drive a screw in squarely, which is brilliant. And then if that's not good enough, you can also use the right angle attachment for the 1/4-inch bit holder and the offset 1/4-inch bit holder, which does look a bit mad. And if you're pulling both of these out at the same time, you are in a tight spot, but that is exactly why it's worth having this in your toolkit, especially if you've already got 12-volt batteries. Like you say, I had the jacket, loved the jacket, ended up with a couple of batteries. It's not much more then to pick up a few of these body-only tools to round out your toolkit, and I think this it's one of my all-time favorites. It's the thing that really got me onto Bosch Professional as a really great tool brand with some great quality stuff, including some of the hand tools. And if you wanted to see a Bosch hand tools panel that I did, check out up here. We did a full review of the hand tools that are available from Bosch a couple of years back now, and there are a few more. So if you'd like to see an updated list of that, let me know in the comments. And I'd love to hear what you think of the Bosch 12-volt lineup, and if there's any interesting tools that I've missed on this list. But I do think we've managed to cover some very specialist Bosch 12-volt tools here that I wouldn't have actually got a chance to look at because I would have never bought these. But that is what brings me to the secret project, which is a diagnostics kit for the National Fire Chiefs Council. Bosch have been putting this together for the fire service, and essentially it's got 3 of the 12-volt diagnostics tools that we've just looked at. It's also got a laser distance measurer in it, and it's got a volt stick, but they dropped it off with this dodgy looking pick and pluck foam. So they've kind of put together a layout that they wanted, but they wanted the John O'Shone magic. They wanted it upgrading with some shadow foam. You can do what you want to do with the layout. You can switch it up a little bit, but I couldn't say no. I saw the state of this and thought that is absolutely crying out for some shadow foam. I've not just got one shadow foam insert for the case, I've got two 50mm blue, which would be about 30 quid at shadowfoam.com. It's going to be quite nice to transform this. So that is the before. I reckon it'll take me about an hour to cut all of these tools in with shadow foam, make a nice job of it, but there you go. Make a mental note, that is the before. But let me cut some shadow foam, get it all decked out properly, and see what you think of the after. And that is the after. A massive improvement, I would say, from the before. Here you go, I'll put them side by side, before and after. So I think that is £30 well spent, and that's all it would cost you for 2 inserts, 50mm blue from shadowfoam.com. And with an hour of your time and a little bit of practice, to be fair, I have cut a lot of shadow foam. That is the result you end up with. And every item has got its own spot, so it's going to be protected, which is really important for sensitive equipment. You're going to want it protected, but also you're going to know if something's missing. So if they're running out to a job, if there's a fire and they've got to go in an emergency, they want to know that all their kit is not just protected, but also there. No one has lent something or taken something away. And obviously, if it was all just bounced around in the case, it's not going to be as easy to see that something's missing as it is now. It is as clear as day that there's something missing out of that slot. And all I had to do, the same as always, lay the items out where I want them to go, cut around them with the scalpel that comes in our cutting kit, and then peel back layers of foam to create each of the recesses for each of the items. Now with the volt detector and the distance measurer, that involved peeling out 2 or 3 layers. I only had to go down about 20 mil. But with the bigger items, like the stud detector here, I've had to go all the way through the first 50 mil layer and then peel out layers in the base layer as well. So we've gone down about 80 mil there to make a nice cavity for that detector to be held nice and snugly, and also so the lid can close. But it didn't take very long, and I also added a finger track across the width as well to make it nice and easy to get items in and out. But I think that is a job well done. I am very happy with it. Some of my best shadow foam cutting work there, I think. Very pleased with that. And this will be winging its way off to the National Fire Chiefs Council. So thanks to Bosch for reaching out and asking for some help. Their foam definitely needed an improvement. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you've got Bosch 12V tools, what tools you think I missed out on, what I can add to my collection to improve it any further. So there's a whole conversation about tools down below this video. Make sure you head down there, join in. I do read all the comments and I reply to as many as I can as well. So make sure you get involved. Subscribing on YouTube doesn't cost anything, but it'll just mean that my videos show up on your home feed and you won't miss any of the future projects. And I have got some exciting projects on the way. A few cool countries to visit and a lot more quirky tools to find. So thanks for watching. Thanks to Bosch. Thanks to Netmo for sponsoring this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.